Hey guys, okay, so I'm going to go for a 30-minute workout on the mat. Starting off with a little bit of a warm up and standing, and then we're going to go straight onto the mat to do a workout. So starting with your feet together, you're going to let your toes come apart, making a V shape with your feet, let your heels follow. And we're just moving, rocking forward and backwards, up on those toes, back on those heels. And we're just going to roll those shoulders round as we do that movement forward and backwards. Up and down on those toes. Really opening up through those shoulders. Shifting that way forwards on those toes, back on those heels, just to warm up that body. A few more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just stand there, shake those knees, make sure those legs are nice and loose. Bring those hands onto your hips. And we are going to tilt that pelvis forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Good. Really think about keeping the upper body nice and still, just shifting through that pelvis forward and back. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. And think about keeping that back nice. So we're just going to open up through our arms in front, opening up those shoulder blades, coming back in, opening up, and in, and open, and in, and open, and in. Good. 5, and in. Squeeze your shoulders together, and in. Good. Out, and in, and out, and in. And next one, we're going to open up, extend those fingers out, and come back in. Breathing out as we extend through that upper body, breathing in as we come back in. And again, open. And in. As we do them, I'm just going to talk through what we're going to be doing. We're going to be on our mats the whole time for about 30 minutes, working through in different positions, working through our core, working through our glutes, working through our upper body. 2 more. 2. And in. Last one, extend, hold. And we're just circling those hands round for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax. Just warm those legs up a little bit. Keep those feet hip distance apart. And we're going to go down into a squat position. Bottom back down. Squeeze up. And down. Squeeze up. We're going to go for 6 more. Down. Squeeze up. 5. Squeeze up. And 4. Squeeze up. 3. Squeeze up. 2. Squeeze up. This last one, we're going to hold it down here and we're going to pulse for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Release. One more one just to stretch everything a little bit more. Keep those feet a little bit wider. Open up those toes. We're going to keep our hands in front of us. We're just coming down into a nice deep squat. As you come up, bring your arms behind you. Squeeze those up onto those toes. Squeeze those calves, dropping down, all the way up. I'm going to come to the sides, you can see what I'm doing. Down, all the way up, pull those hands back. I'm going to go for 8, squeeze up. 7, squeeze up. 6, squeeze up. 5, squeeze up. 4, squeeze up. And 3, squeeze up. And 2, squeeze up. Last one. Hold it here and we're pulsing for 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay, we're going to do a few walk downs just to warm ourselves up, getting onto our mat. Standing on the edge of our mat, we're going to think about rolling down through our chin to our chest. Rolling through those shoulders, slowly rolling your back down towards the mat. Bend those knees, slowly walk your way out into a nice straight plank position. We're going to hold that there. While you're holding that, think about pushing through your palms, pushing through, tightening through those stomach muscles, squeezing through that bottom to keep yourself nice and straight, engaging through that core. We've got 5 seconds more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to walk back, push your bottom back, bend those knees, walk those hands back, Slowly curl up through that spine into standing. We're going to do that 2 more times, curling down. Walking out into a nice plank position. Hold that there for 10, 9, 8, 7. Make sure you tighten your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, bottom up, bend those knees. Walking back. Slow curl up. Roll those shoulders round. 1 more time. We're going to stay down here this time. Curling down through that spine. We are walking out into a nice, strong, long plank. Holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Bring those knees back. Relax those heels. Bring your bottom back towards those heels and just stretch those hands forward. Gonna hold this here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come up into 4-point kneeling now. So you're going to make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Make sure you've got a nice 90-degree angle at your knees and at your hip. From here, we're just going to get that pelvis moving, that back stretching. Thinking about arching through the centre of that back, looking up towards the ceiling and doming through that spine, tucking your chin down towards your chest. And again, opening up, looking up and looking down. Just a few more times. Really feel that movement through that back. Again, it might feel tight going in one direction or the other, but really just try and slowly increase that range as you feel that you're getting looser. Good, 3 more. Up, control down. And up, control down. And up. Hold that dome up there this time. And bring your bottom back towards your heels. Just hold that stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come up to that 4-point kneeling position. We're going to get into our swimming exercise now, really working through our core and our glutes. From here, opposite arm and leg, we're going to extend on the mat. So that's our start position. From here, we're going to lift both arm and leg up. Control, squeeze through that glute, tighten your stomach, tap back down. Breathe out as you lift up. Breathe in as you tap down. Try not to twist through your centre. Up, control down. Up, control down. Back nice and straight. 5, and down, and 6, and down, and 7, and down, and 8, and down, and 9, and down. Last one. Hold it up there and we're pulsing that leg. Keep the arm still. 10 and 9. If it's too much, just hold it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in. Over, straight over to the opposite side. Opposite arm and leg out. Think about tightening through your core, engaging through that centre to balance yourselves. Then lifting up. Tap down. Breathe out. Tap down. 3 and down. 4 and down. And 5. Tap down. And 6. Tap down. 7. Control down. 8 and down. And 9 and down. Last one. Hold it there. Time through your core. Squeeze up bottom and pulse. 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Just stretch back again one more time. Give that back a nice stretch. Grab those hands. Let them walk forward on that mat. Hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to work through those glutes and through that centre a little bit more now. We're going to come down onto our elbows. Elbows are still staying underneath our shoulders, but with your back, so you want to make sure your back doesn't arch here. You kind of keep it nice and tight, nice and flat and straight. From here, we're going to be working through those legs. we're going to extend one of our legs back. So our back leg stays nice and straight to start with on the mat. Our back is nice and flat. We're engaging through our stomach. Hands are underneath our shoulders. They're stacked there. And we're going to lift that leg up, tap down. Squeeze that bottom, tap down and up. Tap down and up. Tap down. And 7. Tap down. 6. Tap down. 5. Tap down. 4. Tap down. 3. Tap down. 2. Tap down. Last one, we're going to hold here. And we're going to pulse for 10. And 9. And remember, don't worry about how high that leg lifts. Keep that stomach nice and tight. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. From here, keeping that leg nice and straight, you're going to think about pointing your toe down towards the floor, and we're going to bend the knee up and straighten. So working through those hamstrings now. Bend and straighten. Keep that bottom engaged the whole time. Breathe it through in and out. Extend that leg in and back. In and back. We've got 5 more. 5 and back and 4 and back. 3 and back and 2 and back. This last one, hold it here. And we're going to think about pushing our heel up towards the ceiling, squeezing through our bottom. Push, back down, squeeze, back down, and squeeze, back down, and squeeze, back down, and 6, back down, 5, back down, 4, back down, 3, back down, 2, back down. Last one. Hold up here and we're pulsing 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 and back. Relax back. Okay, we're going to have a 10-second breather and we're going to go straight into that on the opposite leg. Opposite leg. Give those wrists a nice roll around if you need to, because you are going to be putting a bit of weight through those arms, but not too much. A little bit easier than keeping your hands straight. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Straight up again. Down onto those elbows. Again, we're going to think about our back, thinking about our back staying nice and flat, not arching down, engaging through those stomach muscles, extending out the opposite leg, keeping your chin nice and tucked in as well underneath, and we're lifting up, tap down, squeeze, tap down, and up, and down, 7, and down, 6, and down, and 5, and down, 4, good, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it here and we're pulsing for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg nice and straight. Now from here, point those toes down. We're going to bend the knee up and straighten, up and straighten, and 8 and straighten, and 7 and straighten, 6 and straighten, and 5. Keep that core nice and tight, and 4 and straighten, 3, straighten, 2 and straighten. Last one, hold it up here. We're going to think about pushing that heel now towards the ceiling. Squeeze that bottom, up, down, squeeze up and down, 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it there and we're going to pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Relax. Widen those heels a little bit more. Sorry, those knees away. Bring those feet together. Just stretch back into those glutes a little bit more. And breathe. Hold that there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Come back up. We've got one more exercise in this position before we change over. Okay, we're going to come up into our nice straight plank position. So hands nice and straight underneath those shoulders, coming out into that plank. So we're going to start here. We're going to start with 5-second hold in this position. Engage for your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to think about engaging through that stomach now. Squeeze that stomach, pushing that bottom up towards the ceiling, going into that downward dog. Hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then push through those heels. Come back into that nice straight plank position. Hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crunch through that stomach. Push that bottom up towards the ceiling. Push back through those toes, back onto those heels as far as you can, feeling that stretch in the back of those legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Controlling that roll back onto those toes. Engage through that core, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, crunch through that center, push that bottom up towards the ceiling. Roll back through those heels. Hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll forward into that plank. We're going to hold for 10 this time. Hold for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last plank. Roll back, and we're going to hold for 10 and 9. Time for that core. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bend those knees back and stretch that bottom back towards your heels. Whew. Okay, from here we're going to come straight over onto your side. So you're going to come straight into side lying. Again, if you have a towel, you can put it underneath your arm, but you don't need anything if you're comfortable without. Okay, we're going to start off nice and straight, keeping your feet nice and straight. If you look down at your toes, you should only be able to see about those big toes, if not about half of your feet. You don't want to be able to see the whole foot. Just make sure your feet are nice and straight. Make sure your hips are nice and stacked up. They're not rocking forward or backwards. And from here, we're going to straight go into our lift and our lower. So our top leg is lifting up, controlling down. We're breathing out as we lift that leg up, breathing in as you come back down. We're going to give it 10 to start off. Just get this leg moving. And up. And down. We've got about 5 exercises. We're going to go straight through them back to back. Okay, so try and keep up. If you need to pause to change your position, then do so. But you should be fine keeping up with them. I'm not going to go too fast. 5, and down, and 4, and down, and 3, and down, and 2, and down. You can keep your hand in front if you need to, and 1. Hold it there. And we're pulsing for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down in line with your hip now. From here, bend the underneath leg, point your toe forward. We're going to let that leg glide forward and back. Breathe out, breathe in, and 8, and back, and 7, and back, and 6, and back, and 5, and back, and 4, and back, and 3, and back, and 2, and back. Last one, we're going to hold that forward, keep that toe pointed, and we're going to tap down and up. 10, 9, squeeze through that bottom. 8, you'll start feeling it now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, come back here. Keep that leg nice and straight. Again, try not to let it drop. So we're not giving it any break, and we're just going to circle the leg round. You're going to feel that through this bottom. You might feel it down the side of that leg. Really nice and controlled. Make sure there's not too much movement coming from your upper body. 4, 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax. Good. Give that bottom a nice one. We've got a couple more exercises left on this side. All right, we're going to come straight up onto our arm. Our arm is going to stay underneath us. We're going to bring our top leg in front, other leg behind. From here, we're going to think about curling, working through those obliques. So we're going to start making sure your hands are stacked. Make sure your elbow's underneath your shoulder. From here, a foot in front. We're going to make a big stretch over. We're going to push all the way over. And we're going to come back down. And we're going to do that again. Squeeze up and over. And back. Control down. If it's too much on your hand, you can do the same thing on your elbow. Go down onto your elbow. Same movement. Squeeze up. Extend. Lovely. Squeeze through that side. And down. You've got 5 more. And 5. And down. And 4. And down. Really try and keep that chest nice and open as well. 3. And down. And 2. And down. Last one. Hold it up there. Hold it there. Bring your arm up nice and straight. Now, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to use this upper hand. We're going to tuck underneath. And we're going to lift. Look up towards the ceiling. We're going to tuck. So although we're working through those obliques, we're also going to get a nice twist through that mid-spine. Tuck underneath and open. 5 more. Tuck underneath and open. And 4. And open. Again, if this is too much, you can just hold that position. If you need a break, come back down and up again. 2. And open. Last one. Down. And open and hold it there. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring yourself down. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go straight over to the opposite side. Straight over to the opposite side. Again, same position, start position, feet nice and straight. If you've got a towel, you can put it over your head to relax down on. Make sure those feet aren't too far in front. You can at least see those big toes. Make sure your hips are stacked up on top of each other. And we're going to go straight into our lift and our lowers. So I'm going through these exercises quite quickly because I want to pack in quite a few exercises that are going to work all parts of your body, but at the same time getting it done quite quickly. So hopefully this will be about a 30-minute workout. 7 and down, and 6 and down, and 5 and down, and 4. Control it down. Again, don't worry about how high your leg lifts. Think about controlling the movement. And 2. Control down. Last one. Hold it up here and we're pulsing for 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring that leg down again in line with the your hip. You're going to bend the underneath leg. Keep that leg nice and straight. We're going to let that toe point forward, gliding forward. Heel is coming back. Toe is pointing forward. Heel is coming back. Really control that movement through your hip. If you need to keep your hand in front of you to give you a little bit more control. And 6 and back. And 5 and back. And 4 and back. And 3 and back. And 2 and back. Last one, hold it there, keep that toe pointing forward, and we're tapping down and up. 10 and 9, breathe it through. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring it back now. Keep that leg in line with the hip. Last one in this position. We are circling that leg around. Really small, controlled circle. 4, 10, and 9, and 8. Keep it really tight through that bottom. 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Again, give that bottom a nice stretch. Bottom a nice rub if you need to. And we're going to come straight up onto our side. So again, we're going to come up onto our arm. Going to make sure that arm is underneath, stacked underneath our shoulder. With our front leg, we're going to bring it in front. Back leg nice and straight. We're going to be elevating, pushing through our hips, through this leg in front to lift ourselves up. We are lifting up and over. Control, back down. Good, nice breath out. Breathe out, lift up. And I really want you, as you push up, to really squeeze down here, up, down, and really squeeze through that side so you're engaging through those oblique muscles. And again, squeezing up. And down. And again, squeeze up. Control down. And again, if you need to adjust yourself, move that arm if it doesn't feel comfortable, then do so. And down. Good, you've got 4 more. Squeeze up. Over, control down, and again up and over. 3, control down, and 2, control down, and 1 over, control that. Bring that arm out nice straight, hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to tuck this hand underneath our side, squeeze through that side, looking over. Let your head follow that arm movement. And again, tuck under and over. Breathe through it. You will start feeling a bit of an ache through that hand maybe, through those obliques. Breathe it through. And 4. And over. And 3. And over. And 2, and over. Last one, down, and over. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, guys. Okay, from here, we're going to go straight onto our back. Just bring those knees into the chest. Give them a nice tight hug, side to side. So we're going to finish off with about 3 minutes of working through those abdominals, 3 to 4 minutes. Just really engaging through your core. We're going to go back to back again, go straight into those movements. We're going to start with our feet down, keep our feet parallel distance apart. We're going to start with our abdo prep. So we're going to bring our hands behind our head. We're going to think about 1, engaging through our core, pushing our back down in towards the mat. Hands nice and open behind your head. They're never coming in towards your centre. They're just protecting your head, your chest, your abs are doing all the movement. So you're tucking your chin towards your chest. And we're just tucking up, thinking about our head, looking down between our legs and coming back down. Going to go for 10. Breathing out. 10. Squeeze 9. Squeeze 8. Squeeze 7. Squeeze 6. Squeeze 5, squeeze 4, squeeze 3, squeeze 2. Last one, just hold it up there, really engage with that stomach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that there now if you can. If you need a break, put them down. You're going to bring your legs up to a nice 90-degree angle. Keep that back nice and pushed into the mat. So you're curling, making a nice curve through that spine. From here, we're tapping one leg down and alternating. 10 and 9 and 8. Control the movement. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those legs both up now. Squeeze those feet together. So your legs are coming together now. Point your toes down. Keep up in that abdo prep. We're going to tap down, come up, tap down, come up, tap down. Keep that back nice and flat. If you can't tap down, just go as far or low as you can. Make sure there's no gap underneath that back. Tap down and up. 9, 8, 7. Good. Keep breathing out and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to really burn these muscles out from here. We're going to extend out. Come in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And 8. And in. And 7. And in. And 6. And in. Again, if it's too much, you put your head down. You can keep your hands underneath your bottom if you need to. 3. And in. And 2. And in. Last one. Hold it here if you can. We are going to flutter those legs for 10. And 9. And 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. Go low if you can. 3. And 2. And 1. Relax. Bring those knees in towards your chest, gently rocking side to side. We are nearly done. We've got one more exercise left. One more exercise left. And then we're going to do a quick stretch. Okay, we're going to come up into sitting. Up into sitting for the last one. We're going to think about keeping our hands on our knees to start off with. Arching through that spine, so getting a nice curve. And then I want you to just slump back, rock back. So where we rock back to is where we're going to start. This is our start position. We're engaging through those stomach muscles. And if you can, we are going to lift both legs up. If that's too much, you can drop one down or both down. We're going to just lift both legs up. With our hands, we are just coming up, tapping down. Breathe out. Tap down. Engage through that core. You should feel that core burning now. 9. And down. 8. And down. And 7. And down. And 6. And down. And 5. And down. And 4. And down. Again, put those legs on if you need to. 3. And down. And 2. And down. Last one up. And hold it here and pulse for 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Slowly bring yourself up and relax. Well done, guys. Okay, just crossing those feet over. We're just going to do a little bit of a stretch. Keep those feet cross-legged if you can. Just going to stretch through our upper back to start off with, putting one hand down, lifting the other arm, stretching over. Hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over to the other side again. Probably not enough of a stretch, so make sure you do stretch after if you need to. Stretching over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. Opposite hand on the opposite knee. Bring the other arm behind you. Looking over your shoulder, getting a nice stretch through that mid-spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Over to the other side. Bringing that arm over. Looking over your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Okay, we're just going to do another really quick stretch, coming onto your knees. Just bring one foot in front of you, other leg behind, and we're just stretching forward through that hip. Feeling the front of the back leg, getting a nice stretch through that back leg. Really stretch forward if you can. Stretch those arms up. Good, and then come back straighten the front leg and stretch forward. Hold on to those toes if you can, if not just hold on to your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, change over, opposite leg, forward, really push forward. Feel the front of this hip nice and straight, looking forward, back nice and straight. And again, lifting those hands up, looking up to the ceiling if you can. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, again, straighten that leg, reach forward, hold onto those toes if you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last but not least, just come into a nice crouch position. All right, and from here we're pushing up our body, keeping our hands in contact with the floor for as long as we can, pushing up that back. I'm going to come to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Keep those legs nice and straight if you can. Don't worry if you can't touch it onto the mat. Just hold that there, let your head sink down. Feel that stretch in the back of those legs all the way through that back. Hold onto your elbows and we're just moving side to side. Feeling a natural weight transfer from left to right. Feeling a bit more of a stretch through the back of those legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slight bend through those knees now. And we're slowly peeling up our spine, our lower back, then our mid back, then our upper back, head, neck, shoulders, last. Well done, guys. That is it.